Alright, well, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little bit since I've made any uploads. Let's see, why is that? I don't know. I've had some bad luck with some wheels. And yeah, I've just been riding whenever I can get a chance, but I'm back to working out of town and all that good stuff. Oh geez. I think I have my pads set up for jumping this wheel in my backyard. So my left foot is really loose in the pads because that's the foot I take off for one-footers. It's been a while since I actually took my Trail S22 out here. Because my OG S22 is kind of the wheel that I left set up for trails, and then I used the Pro as my jump park wheel. It has the air shock on it, and so that was really fucking strange. I just hit a little rock and my pedals dipped. That scares me. Like I said, I've been having some bad luck with all my wheels. I don't know exactly why that is. I am pretty hard on them all, but I don't know, usually when I crash I end up killing shit and having to swap it all out, so it's not like it's all the old parts. Then again, this OG S22 is the wheel that's kind of just taken everything. Actually, I've never had to swap anything on this wheel, so shit, hopefully today's not the day. I don't like that noise. So we went to Amped. I ended up destroying myself Thursday before Amped really got kicked off. We all went out riding in Bentonville and the Kohler Mountain area, and I decided, oh, we're just gonna do some chill riding around with everybody. I'm not gonna wear my elbows or my chest protector. And we go over to drop the hammer and we're eyeing it up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll probably save that for later. And then I think it's Shibby and Nico hit it, and I'm like, well shit. And so I go to hit it and I case the step up. I kind of didn't have my pedal down when I tried to get on my wheel, so I had to fumble with that for a second, and then I'm trying to get speed, and then I cased the step up and the wheel like started to cut off and drop me, and then right when I was about to hit the floor, the motor re-engaged and just plowed me through a bunch of rocky terrain like this, and my elbow was like swollen out to there. My ribs were all fucked up. It was pretty gnarly. And that was just like Thursday before I had even gotten to do a qualifier or anything. And yeah, started that trip off with a bang. But we ended up surviving. I just wanted to, you know, make sure I got into the finals, so had to go through qualifying to get into the pro class. Had to go through the pro semifinals to get into the finals, and then come race day I was able to clutch it and get that win. Downhill's definitely my forte. If you've watched me before, you might know that. Like even just there, I was pretty much just cruising on the uphill because I just want to get to the downhill. And then I think Adam G said it once on a group ride, once we get to the downhill I have no speed limit. Taking it a little easy right now because I had that weird pedal dip situation, but still clearing all these. Oh man, that's is much different than the last time I hit it. There was like a bunch of rocks missing from that little down part of it. Smacked some pedals on that one, almost went off trail. Definitely gotta get my feeling back, because I really have just been like jumping my backyard setup and doing a couple like street rides lately, trying to get ready for Amped, because you know, even though I don't really do street riding, I really want to see how I can compare to everyone else at a track race. It is a lot of fun. It's just not something I really get to spend much time practicing. But oh yeah, other news. Speaking of racing, I am now on a race team. Mr. Liam Unger has put me on the Underground Night Riders race team, and I am stoked to be among, you know, Brian Dillard and Mario Chacarn, and we got La Luxina, and we've got Grace as our fast woman. Go ahead. And I hope I'm not forgetting anyone else. It's always hard to ride and talk at the same time, but I don't like doing that voiceover stuff. I like to do my commentary live. So yeah, we are on the race team now. Thank you. They're going to be helping me out with spare parts and race entry fees, so that's cool. And also, they usually get Airbnb for all the races that I'll get to stay at, so I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, okay, 1 Amped. Oh yeah, I got second in the underground race that was done on Ride Hermes. It's basically just time trials on 4 different of the downhill routes in Bentonville, in both the Kohler and the Slaughterhouse regions. Let's see, other news. Yesterday I went on the Marty tour, the Mount Baldy ride going up GMR. I was passing in the other lane, and I think I hit one of those reflector divots. I was on my Commander Pro, and the wheel just went flat. It just blew the inner tube, and I had to basically just try to coast as straight as possible because I felt like I was riding on ice, and I just found a little dirt patch eventually. As like the wheel was like screeching and like making horrible noises, and I think everyone was like, what the hell is going on over there? That was scary. And then I got picked up by a high school kid that I don't know if school's in or out right now, but it was Friday, so he might have just been ditching school to drift GMR all day. And yeah, I had the Commander Pro in the back of his trunk, and he didn't care. He was like, as long as that thing doesn't get hurt, I don't care. And he drifted down the mountain and just like smacking that Commander Pro around in his trunk, and ended up busting some stuff. I kind of felt bad, but I warned him. All right, I'm gonna move these pads down just a little before I drop in, because they are set up for, oh no, my Velcro is kind of unsticking now. But yeah, these are set up for 1-footers right now. I'm excited. Tomorrow we're going to be going to Anaheim Hills to do a ride with the Grizzly guys. They're out here doing the Marty tour, but they want to see some of our Southern California single track trails, and they haven't really gotten to do a ride on the long tour days. So Roger has got a ride going for us tomorrow out there. All right, we found Richard out here. He's gonna take a little break up at the top while I do overdrive. Then I'm gonna try to come meet back up with him. I just adjusted my pads, so Hopefully I adjusted them right. I feel like a fresh newbie right now. Just take a couple weekends off of riding the trails or a specific wheel, and everything feels different. Also, I just feel super different in these boots. Honestly, probably should have just rode in my Icons. I think I should just save these boots for the street, because I feel like I'm all over the place in them. Feels like I'm bottoming out like way prematurely right now too. We'll see how my times are though. I am recording some ride Hermes. So yeah, my feet feel a little too loose in the pedals right now. I'm really like babying everything. I hear bikers yelling. Nice drops there. Yeah, to me it feels like my feet are sliding all over the pedals right now. It's scary. Whew. Oh, we gotta let them get a little distance because I need to be able to get speed for these jumps. And if they get spooked, they're gonna be going slow. I definitely feel way better in my other boots. Give them some space. Avoid all the pedal clip hazards. Just try to get through this. And we gotta get a bunch of speed around this turn for the doubles. Oh, that turn came up too quick. Yeah, that's a burner for sure. Especially when you're like kind of just holding onto the wheel with your legs because your fucking boots are sliding all over the damn place. All right, we survived. I'm gonna catch my breath a little bit, and then I want to talk about what I think would be my dream wheel. And this is got some big caveats to it. Let me just start by saying I started off in the mountain biking world, right? And our tires got bigger, our rims got bigger, so that we could roll over things easier and be more stable at high speeds. The unicyclists all agree that, you know, larger diameter tire is more stable at high speeds, but it's also going to have less torque, which for me going downhill is not an issue, so I don't care. So all that being said, I think my dream wheel is like Monster Pro sized rim and tire, at least a C38. I think the C40 is, you know, a torque monster, but it's not what I'm after. I want to be able to just get up the hill, and then I want to have fun on the way down. So I think that that larger tire, oh, this also is a reason to be against the C40. I think that you know, the C40 is obviously a heavier motor, and none of that weight is on the suspension. All that weight is just, you know, down there on the ground, and when the suspension pushes you up, it's not pushing up the weight of that motor. You know, the motor is just going to kind of be behind, and then when you start to lift, you're then lifting that heavy motor. It's not getting any of that like trampoline effect from the suspension. Which might be okay, but I don't know. I think that it'd be nice if you could just try both, right? If there was just like a freaking lab somewhere and Big Goat has, you know, all the different parts, because I'm thinking, you know, excuse my sniffles, but say for an example, you take like a CP Mini. I don't even know if it's a Commander Pro Mini or just Commander Mini. I think it's just Commander Mini. But so you take a Commander Mini, like battery cases and everything. You know, do whatever you got to do to the control board, whatever. Make room for that. I'm just saying, like, the idea is not a gigantic battery, just a gigantic motor and tire. Well, not really motor either, just rim and tire. Excuse me. So, big rim and tire, just enough battery, and so that we can keep it lightweight. And I think that is the downhill wheel that we need to be trying to build. I'm sure that the like if it's just a C38 on a, you know, 20, I don't, what do those rims, was it an 18-inch rim? Because it's a 24-inch, so yeah, I think it'd be an 18-inch rim. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Monster Pro. Maybe beef up the rim a little bit. I know there's like a lot of gap between where like the spokes are, or maybe even just make it a spoked rim. Like, I don't know about how to build rims and wheels and things like that. This could be like an impossible dream, but yeah, my dream is big rim and tire and lowest weight we can reasonably get away with. I don't care much for like, I know I said Commander Mini, but I think that's like all metal, so it ends up being like really heavy anyway. But obviously I want it rigid enough to not just like break from riding it, but if it breaks in a crash, it breaks in a crash, you know. Things happen when you crash. I don't want to ride around a brick and it's a brick all the time, and it kind of just is like always like that detriment is 100% there always, versus like I can have a better time on a lighter wheel that might break if I crash it, but just don't fucking, you know, try to be safe. Crashing's not great. I know we all are gonna take some spills, but you know, the little spills, the plastic should be fine. Like I've you know, we can always do the 3D printed thing. Like if the metal battery boxes are just that much heavier, I don't think it's really worth it. Oh, thank you. On the right. Oh man, I just got the little pedal dip. So I'm wondering if that is batteries or motor, because I could potentially just put the 4,000 watt motor in this guy. But I know there's like a thing, right? It's when you're going like 12-ish miles an hour and you demand a little bit of torque, it like gives out. That's basically what's happening. But I have the God mods, so that shouldn't be happening unless my God mods are just like fucking done now or something. Maybe it's just time to get another Pro. I don't know. The good thing about this wheel is it's never stranded me. The Pro has been down so many times, and is kind of down right now, but I mean technically it's just doing what this thing's already done like 2 or 3 times today. And that's why I don't trust it. But this one I just expect it to do that because it's not the Pro. Alright, made our way back up to the top and picked up Richard. You'll hear his tunes in the background. And we're going down Distortion. This is definitely gonna be interesting with my slippery boots because the rock gardens on this one are pretty crazy. And my foot is just all fucking over the place. Alright, I had a little bit of a battery issue, but we're back in action. Still got the slippery feet on, so it's a bit scary, but let's see what we can do. I feel like I'm really like blowing through the travel very quickly right now. I wonder if my spring is just getting soft. insane how much the wheel is moving around between my feet right now. I think that I've ridden out here in these boots before, but it was on the extreme with the Kai pads. And the Kai pads are actually built around these sort of sport bike moto boots. So yeah, my confidence is just not with me really today. Hopefully I can find it by tomorrow to ride with the Grizzly Boys. My wheel is just feeling like not connected to me right now, and I think it's the boot pad situation. I've never dialed in this setup on this OG S22. I'm gonna skip that rock garden today. Yeah, I don't know, these boots are just not working with my pad setup I got right now. Alright, and then we see that's the rock garden that we're avoiding. And then we'll jump back in right here to be able to hit this little drop and this nice little jump. And I'm gonna skip that just because I'm not feeling good right now. This is a nice little end to the trail ride. Yeah, I am fucking screwing up all over the place today. I definitely think it's my footwear. Honestly, my pedals seem like they're tilted up so much. I just don't feel like messing with shit.